Your kids have to see you live the legacy.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, you better see that.
You gotta live the legacy.
In Chicago, so I ended up selling drugs, and I was paying the bills. You know, I was taking care of.
So I know it's excited. I know parents are excited.
Are you sure that you heard me when I was talking to you, Lord? Because in order for me to be able
I don't know. There's an echo. It's a serious echo.
Yeah. So
I'm not
bear with us
understanding
this
the
morning.
echo. You know what? It's funny though. I'm just gonna be honest. It seems to me that a lot of this situation is coming out of uh, Facebook, whereas people are trying to sabotage what we got going on. Even to the point I can't even share my stuff on my profile page. Why is that? Something
I
ain't right.
know. I don't
But you know what? For God be the glory. We are still not going to allow people to mess with us. and all the things that we got going on. Welcome to another segment of Early Morning Coffee with Marvina and her BFF,
Good
where we give our
morning. Good
voice to the voiceless. Let me finish and let you say what is on your mind. Good morning, everybody. Well, you know what? I'm blessed and highly favored. I am not allowing people, places, and things to get with me because I realize one thing. People think that they could do things to me and continue to do stuff to me because they don't understand what's going on with me. But I'm still not mad at you. You know why I ain't mad at you? Because God told me to love you anyway. Love you anyhow. Don't mean I gotta like you, but I'm gonna love you anyhow. No matter what it feels to you, I'm still gonna love you anyhow. But God be the glory. Anyway, before I get to
yeah.
starting off with what's going on, I'm letting everybody know what I got in my cup this morning. What I have in my cup this morning is that same coffee that I've been drinking for about 2 weeks. The coffee is, look, I got my finger up. It is that, it's cinnamon nut from Walmart, some original creamer and sweet and low. I'm not even eating too much sugar too much anymore. I'm trying to dial down the sugar intake for health reasons, not because I'm diabetic, not because I feel that I just don't want to go there. I just want to just become more healthier in my choice. I was told the sweet and low wasn't that good either, so I don't know what they drink in it. I sure ain't drinking it hot and dry and black and the way y'all be drinking it. I'm just not doing that. But anyway, BFF, go ahead on and tell me what you got in your cup. And good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What's in the bag, family? Listen, this morning I'm drinking some. Let me see. Get see if I can get this. I'm drinking some D&D Dunkin' Donuts. That's what I'm drinking. That's what I'm drinking this morning. I don't think you guys can see it. I was trying to get it into view and everything. But I'm drinking me some Dunkin' Donut coffee this morning. It's a little strong. Like I say, it's strong. It's a little strong. It is a little strong to my chest and everything. It's like I need some more sweetener and some more cream in it. But it's all good. It's all good. So that's what I'm drinking this morning. Whoo, girl! What a week! What a past few days! What a yesterday! My heart is heavy. We're living in some perilous times. All I can say is, I'm telling everybody to keep your ear to the ground, be alert, be aware of your surroundings, get your house in order, get you some groceries, get you some, just kind of stock up. We're on the brink of war. But our God is such a powerful and awesome God. I'm just believing and standing strong in my faith that things won't get that far.
I'm there.
So
I'm already there. I mean,
yeah,
you know what? Now, I don't mean to cut you off, but I get it. I do. I get that times are hard, but I'm just one of those type of people, and not saying that my BFF isn't, but I just can't soak in the negativity. I got to keep prayed up. I can't. It's hard for you can't get a reaction from me. Well, let me hurry up and do this. Let me hurry. It's hard for me to get into that reaction because I feel that God is doing something. No matter how it feels and look to us, He said He'll never leave us or forsake us. I believe in God. I believe in what is being done. Sometimes the lows got to get lows before the highs get to the highs. My BFF said, I'm going to make sure every house is stocked up. I'm going to make sure this, that, and the other. I welcome it. Thank you. Because if
in
anything
the mean
happens,
yeah. In
yeah,
the meantime, in the
yeah,
between time,
yeah, yeah,
stand 10 toes down on faith and believe in
yes,
God. Because let me tell you
yes.
something. One thing I know is that can't nobody tell me nothing about God. Can't
Yes.
nobody tell me nothing about the power of God. And what I mean by that is I have seen his miracles in me, in my life, things I've been through, things I
Yes.
have witnessed for myself. And sometimes people think that it has to be these big major miracles and things of that nature. You know, and I say this every week, every day that we wake up, that is a miracle, that is a blessing from God. He is blessing us to see another day.
Okay.
So I stand firm on my faith and my belief in God. And I just believe that in the meantime and in between time, get your house in order. You know, get your house in order. Make sure make sure that you're good. Stay prayed up, and in the meantime, in between time, get it together. Get it
Yes,
together,
ma'am.
and let me say, if this is not reason enough to show up at the polls when that time comes again, this is a wake up call for a lot of people who did not think that it was important to show up,
Yeah.
who did not feel that their vote mattered, uh, who said that they did not care what happened on the political front. There are
Mm.
always things that happen throughout the course of time when people stand by. I call it the Spider-Man effect. You know, when Spider-Man was wrestling and he didn't want to go and catch the man that committed that crime, he turned around and killed the same man killed his uncle. So you just got to think. You just got to think about things like that. But that's all
Yeah.
I got to say.
Girl, I'm sitting up here trying to bring it. My sister sent me this coffee. She just sent me a coffee that I'm trying to find it, but she said that this is a
Hmm.
coffee that she drinks. I'm gonna try to bring it into the scene. She told me that this is a coffee that she drinks. I'm gonna throw it up
Okay.
here because I'm gonna try to see, and I'm gonna look for this coffee. Okay, so if y'all see half of my face, I'm gonna look for this coffee. My sister Chanel. She just said, "Try this. This is her coffee." She said this is a coffee she drinks. Janelle, if you don't mind, can you put it in the comments and let me know what the name of this coffee is? I really can't see it, but this is a coffee she just sent me.
It
She
looks
said to try
interesting.
this
V for
coffee.
victory.
Beef for Victor, exactly. She said she tried this coffee. This is a
Yes.
coffee that she has. She just sent it to me,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna let me know
I
where
want
to
to
get it.
try it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where to get it at, but I'm gonna try this coffee. If it's a good coffee, what is it? It helps out. What it does? I mean, I don't know. But
Hmm.
she just sent it to me. She sent me a DM or direct message and said that this is a coffee that she. Okay, so anyway,
I love
I'm
it.
going to try it. I love it. I'm ready to try this coffee because I'm
I'm gonna
just
put it out
buying
there to
stuff.
everybody. Y'all
Yeah.
got a coffee that you guys want us to try. You own a coffee shop or something like that, and you guys want us to try your coffee. Send it to us. We would
Yes.
try it and test it out and give
Yes.
our honest opinion and review
Yes.
live on the air.
Yes. And I'm gonna try
Good
it.
morning,
I'm gonna see.
Shelley.
Good morning, cousin. Um, Let me say this: we're up to trying new things, and I'm definitely gonna try that and see what goes on. But anyway, all right. So speaking of coffee, I like coffee. I like tea. I no, that ain't a good. That ain't. I like coffee. I like tea. I like cupcakes, and they love me. I love sweets, and
Yes, there we
all
go.
of that good stuff. But this, we got a guest that's on, and I am excited for this guest because this guest is doing something I like. I love, and I don't want to give what's in her bag, but I'm going to go ahead on and tell you this. She said she's going to mail me a sample. I love it. I'm going to tell y'all this. Um, I'm excited because one thing I love about us black people, people in general, but black people, we are great entrepreneurs, and when we go into our gifts and utilize our
Hmm.
gifts, I love the fact that we come into entrepreneurship just doing that. It's easy to
Hmm.
say I like this and I want to do this and I'm gonna do this, but when you do it and you do it with, I'm gonna say, love, respect for others, understanding why you do it, the meaning of it. This is what's good for me. I'm just gonna bring her on because let me tell you, I'll sit here and talk about her and talk about it, but I want her to talk about what's in her bag. So right now, look at this young lady right here. Good morning, good morning, good
Miss
morning,
Shawna.
good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh my God, I'm excited about this segment. Um, First of all, before we talk, before we get into this, I need to know. I know you got a cup of something. What do you got a cup of?
Well, this morning I have me some hibiscus tea
Ooh,
with
hibiscus
cinnamon
tea.
in it.
Hibiscus tea. And where do that? I just gotta ask, where do hibiscus tea come from? What is that made of?
Well, hibiscus is a flower, and honestly, it helps internally when it comes to a lot of ailments and stuff in your body. So, hibiscus is really a good natural tea that you can get that us as females, it helps us internally.
Oh,
Oh, okay. I learned something new
okay.
today.
I done learned about
Gotta
hibiscus
get on
tea. Now
that.
you gotta show us what hibiscus tea look like. When you finish, I need to see what it looks like in the package, so maybe we could find it and check it out and do and drink some. Because you say internal, I like
Yeah,
internal. I don't know what that means. Are you talking about the inside? Or it helps what?
fact, inside, like far as in female organs, like our uterus and stuff like that is
Mhm,
very good for that. Like especially if women are going through maybe cycles that are heavy or what have
mhm.
you. It helps with that. It helps with fibroids, which is something that I have dealt with before, and
Okay.
it helps that part internally.
Ooh,
Mm,
okay.
okay. Well, I don't
Well,
have the I don't have that one part, but it probably will help me with the. I don't know about, but I'm gonna try it. I'm probably help out with the skin and everything else as it goes on internally. But
Yeah.
anyway, before I get all into that, and also what is in your bag, girl? Talk about tell us what's in your bag.
What's in my bag is my bakery that I started back in 2010. And believe it or not, I was in cosmetology school when I went to a cake decorating class. And I fell in love because my mother is a baker. So I've always seen it. But went to hair school with a friend of mine. I was like, girl, I'm going to try this cake decorating class. She said, I'll go with you. And when I went, that was it. That was it. I I love to bake. Love it.
Okay.
Love it. It's my passion.
So what's your
mhm.
specialty? Talk to me about it.
Okay, well, my as far as in my specialty, I make mini cakes and I make cake jars. I usually make full size cakes around November and December, holidays. But I
Mhm.
mini cakes, I make cupcakes, I even make mini brownies. Everybody love my brownies. And those are my cake jars. So when the top flavors that everybody really loves from me is my key lime, my strawberry lemonade, and of course the red velvet.
Mm,
So, what is a cake?
yeah.
What is a jar cake? Because I've never heard of that before.
Cake jars are what you do is you
Cake
put like
jars.
a layer of icing, a layer of cake, and a layer of icing. And what it is, you have it actually in a jar. You can do it in mason jars.
Wow.
You can do it in little round containers. They like those that you see on the screen now. And what it
Mhm.
is, you can enjoy it. You can eat you a little something, put your top back on, or if you buy you a few, you can even freeze them up to 2 months.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
So you can freeze it for
Wow.
2 months,
Up to three
and then
months.
how do you defrost? Up to 3 months, and then what? You bring them out and just let them defrost?
Yes, you bring it out, put it on the counter, let it defrost, and I promise you, it's like you just got that cake yesterday.
Wow.
Wow.
I gotta get some.
Wow.
So
I am learning something new.
wow. Well, I do that with
Cake
bread, so I'm
jar.
just like cake jars. That's different. That's not what you see. You don't hear
Yeah.
people doing jar. Okay, so what is the consistency? Like, say for instance, I don't, I'm trying not to eat too much sugar. Do
Okay.
you?
In that instance, I also do what they call sugar free. I had a client where her husband was diabetic and he wanted coconut cake. So what I do is I find me a recipe and I make sure that that's something that my client will be able to eat. So when it comes to the diabetes part, you don't use the refined sugar. You go into using like it's like a it's called swerve. It's the kind of sugar that
Hmm.
you use that doesn't, harm them, but they can still have cake because everybody wants something sweet and
Yes.
Mm,
you want to deprive nobody of it. You know what I'm saying? And whenever I make those for those clients, they love the cake. Love it.
I can testify. I've had a slice of the sugar-free cake, and let me tell you guys, let me tell you, you cannot tell the difference. There is no aftertaste or anything like that. Which I've had some before, and there was always this little alcohol taste or like an aftertaste to it. But with Shauna's cakes, there was no aftertaste at all. I was surprised and amazed. And you said coconut cake. Is that the only sugar free type cake that you make?
I can do a yellow vanilla with a chocolate icing. Um,
Mm,
Also, I'm in the process of trying to figure out how to do one for red velvet. Now, as far as
mm,
my
okay.
that'll be kind of iffy because within
Hmm.
the key lime cake is certain ingredients that's in it that if you do take that away, I feel like it's gonna taste, it won't taste right. But see, I want you to be able to enjoy and not only feel like, don't feel too guilty about having it, but at the same time, I'm trying to come up with other things, far as in like even gluten free. I've had a
mm,
lot of people come to me about the gluten free. So I'm kind of in the process of trying to get recipes where I can get them, twerked enough, as they say, so that
Hmm.
everybody can enjoy.
mm.
Mm.
So what was the passion for the? I mean, I know you said you love to bake, but what is your real passion that made you really want to stop doing hair? Because basically you went for cosmetology and
Right.
say instead I'd rather bake cupcakes and cakes and things.
Well, what it was, like I said, my mom is a baker, and I used to be in the kitchen a lot with her when she was baking. So honestly, I watched a show on Food Network called Cupcake Wars.
Hmm.
And I was like, that's something that I think I can do that. I think I can do that. So I asked my mom for her red velvet recipe. I said, I'm gonna start off with the red velvet. So I made some. I took them back to because believe it or not, I'm still in cosmetology school now. I went back to my classmates. I said, "Hey, y'all, try this and tell me what you think." And by the end of that day, I had two people that was ready that put in their orders for me to make them some more red velvet cupcakes.
Wow.
And that was the first time ever baking. I was like, "Wait a minute." I said, "I can
Wow.
do this." You know what I'm saying? So it got to the point where I taste my product because I'm not gonna give you something that I wouldn't eat. And
Mm.
there it's just it grew to, ooh, what else can I make now? One of my cousins was getting married, made her wedding cake. Never made a wedding cake before. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
With the little flowers. I love detail and I like being very artsy. I love to see something. You know what I'm saying? Real creative.
Hmm.
It just kept going from there and it really, really made her, a passion of my heart because my daughter's nickname is Cupcake. So I named
Oh,
my business Cupcakes Room Bakery.
Wow.
love
The name,
it.
tell me again, what's
Love
the
it.
name?
Huh, ma'am?
Say the name again. Tell everybody your name.
It's Cupcakes with apostrophe S, Room Bakery, LLC.
Room Bakery. Wow.
Cupcakes Room Bakery.
Room
Wow.
Bakery. Wow.
And so, what are some of the other flavors? I know you said red velvet. You said yellow cake. You can do key lime and things of that nature.
I do a strawberry lemonade that a lot of people don't know about. It's a strawberry cake with a lemon cream cheese ice.
Mm.
I also do carrot cake. I also do one butter pecan or butter pecan, however you want to pronounce it. I do
My favorite.
um, and really, honestly, and I do German chocolate. Um,
Whew, I was getting ready to say German chocolate.
I do German chocolate, and then I do a certain pound cakes. I do a praline pound cake. I do a peach
Ooh.
cobbler pound cake. Um, so my varieties is kind of if it's a flavor, and also I do coconut. So it's just kind
Mhm.
of what kind of flavor you're wanting. I can make it. Hey, like I said, I can make it come to life.
Wow.
Ooh.
And can
All
all of
right
these
then.
you can make sugar free, or it's just certain ones?
It's certain ones for right now
Okay.
until I do a little more research. So the ones that I can do is the yellow vanilla and the coconut for the sugar free right now. But I'm
Okay.
in the process
Okay.
of trying to figure out how to do the red velvet because a lot of them like red velvet and a few other flavors.
Okay. Yeah.
Try the German chocolate and sugar free. Try the German
See
chocolate.
that?
That's German chocolate is my favorite.
Yeah, I think you know what I'm gonna make that, and like I said, I'm gonna need you when I
Yeah.
make it.
Okay. Look, I will happily be the tester.
Yes, honey. Right? You gotta be the. I want to test it too.
Okay, I got you there because I'm gonna send that sample to you in that mail, boo.
Yep. I'm loving it. Yeah. So what is are you looking to do? Are you doing this from home, or you got a storefront, or what? How are you doing it?
I'm doing it from home. Um, my ultimate goal is to have me a nice storefront. I don't want them too big, too small, just a nice and so that's really my ultimate goal right now. I am a home baker. I'm a home business baker. But I would love to be able to have a storefront where people can come, like the like piece of cake and how they go to crumble and all that. I want them to come to Cupcakes
Mhm.
and Bakery too.
Mm-hmm.
Love
How
that.
about is
Love
cake?
that.
I'm sorry, Bon. I know you got, but is cakes the only thing? Are you doing anything else besides cakes and cupcakes?
Okay, I do brownies and I also do pies. I do pecan pies, sweet potato pies. Um, I have a friend of mine that I'm getting ready to try to do lemon meringue pie.
Oh, I
So
love lemon meringue.
I'm gonna do that and but I'm really trying to also incorporate cookies. I want to get my cookie thing going. So right now, in about a couple of weeks, I'm gonna start making some, giving out samples because I really want to get into the cookie thing too.
Samples.
Okay, I got you, girl.
I'll,
I'm gonna put it up.
look, I'll take some of the samples too. Look, I won't overindulge.
And I'll be truthful to you. I ain't gonna say, oh, they good and I don't like them. I'm gonna be honest. If I feel they dry, I'm gonna tell you now.
No, I want you to tell me because the thing
Okay,
about it is, I love customer feedback. When
wonderful.
you tell me, then I can improve myself. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I can make
Love
sure
it.
to get the best thing out my kitchen. I mean,
Yes,
I
yes.
can't. That's just one thing about me. I have a problem with if I get you something and it ain't right, I'm gonna make it right.
Ooh, all right
Love
then. I
it.
love it. So in other words, you stand behind your work. You stand behind your products.
Ma'am, I do.
Love it.
Ma'am, I
Yes,
do.
I
Love
love
it.
it.
Love it. So if somebody wanted to place an order, what's the largest order that you take in at one time?
Well, to be honest with you, I baked 150 cupcakes for one for a church function for somebody.
Wow.
Okay. Ooh. Okay.
So what it
All
is,
right.
you have to get with me ahead of time so that
Mm-hmm.
I can pace everything out and get it done because I'm a one woman show right now. My daughter does help some. We getting her in there so she can learn how to bake and stuff. But
Love
I'm a one woman show, so the sooner, much sooner that I know, the better off it is because I'm gonna always give you that quality product.
it.
That's just hands down.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Love
So
it.
will you
And,
if
and everything you go ahead.
somebody out of state would like to try it, you'll be able to deliver also.
For the people that are out of state, they can order the cake jars. Cause see, with the cake jars, I can freeze them, get them frozen. I always tell them it takes about 5 to 7 days because I need to freeze them for at least 2 or 3 days, so that when I send them to you, once you get them, that it won't be a mess per se.
Right.
They'll be ready for as soon as you open up that package. Cause I sent
Mm,
it to a client in North Carolina, and she
mm.
hit me up and told me she got them, and the ones I made for her were chocolate Hennessy. Was it chocolate caramel Hennessy cake? And I made that for her.
Ooh.
I wanted for her birthday, and I shipped it to her, and she got it with no problem.
And you
So
said Hennessy, like
Chocolate
the Hennessy
caramel
drink
Hennessy.
Hennessy, or just that's just the name?
no, ma'am, Hennessy drink. Yes, ma'am.
Hennessy. All right. So
All
you over
right.
there doing some big things.
Somebody eating, getting the sweet and getting drunk. Can I get another one of them, man? They thinking they
Sweet
like
and
the
drunk.
cake. They trying to get drunk.
So where can someone get the full list of everything that you have?
What they can do is because at this time I'm working on a website. So they can hit me up
Hmm.
on IG at Cupcakes. It's all together. Cupcake Room Bakery LLC. Or they can hit me on Facebook at my name, Shawna Davis.
Okay. Okay.
Don't you
And
got the
so if
one
it's
that
something
Cake
that
Room Bakery also on Facebook?
Yes, I'm sorry. Yeah, the
Cupcake Room.
you
Mm-hmm.
you can DM me on that one.
Mm-hmm. The one, y'all know now. Y'all know how to get into Instagram. Bring
no, and
Instagram
look, I'm
back
gonna tell
up.
y'all, her cakes and stuff are delicious. Her cakes and things are delicious because my dad was diabetic and she was making some coconut cakes and stuff for him and everything, and that's how I found out. I mean, I always knew that she baked and everything, but that's how I found out how good they taste because I was like, sugar free. I don't know about that, but yeah, because everybody's sugar free is ooh, it tastes worse than gluten free. And
Yeah, because
I'm putting it out there. Gluten free is horrible.
right. And see, that's why like I was saying, I'm trying to find more, do more recipes for the sugar free, but I want it to be where you enjoy it. I'm like you, Yvonne. I can't get to some point where I'm like, oh, it's sugar free. It might not. But if I get it and I taste it, it's like, oh, okay, this sugar free.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah.
I'm excited about them cup the jar cake. So on I see on the picture you have your Lego and stuff on it. Are you actually customize them for different if like for instance a wedding, you customize them and do things like that?
Yes, I do. I actually did 4 weddings with cake jars. I did 70 for one, I did 90 for one, and I did 50 for one. And what it is, I asked them their colors, and I actually personalize them for them for their event. I provide the spoons, tie the little ribbons on them, so
Love it.
they have their own little personal thing. So some of them I put ribbons on the top. Some of them didn't want ribbons, but with their colors and stuff. And I've gained a lot of customers even from that.
See, I like
Wow.
that. Yeah, could make
We
it
need
your
to talk.
own.
Yeah, we need to
Yeah.
talk to you about customizing a what's in the bag cake
Hey,
Oh,
jar.
when we go to the film fest, we gonna get that done. I know we are.
Yes.
You look, I'm claiming it before.
hey,
You better
Yes,
look,
ma'am.
look.
Because
Actually,
everybody don't do. I mean, you don't see too many people talk about no cake in no jar. You know, that's unique.
Hmm.
You know, that seems to me like technique. Because I mean, how do you get a cake in a jar? Like literally has to be done right. You know,
yes,
that's who gives.
Exactly. Exactly.
Love it.
Exactly. And I taught to Shauna, and for those of you guys listening, Marvina and I will be participating. What's in the bag? We will be participating again in the Street International Film Festival coming up in November. And Sean, like I told you before, I think that it'll be a great idea for you to come out and become one of the vendors there. Just look with your cake jars alone, I think would be a tremendous hit. It will be a tremendous hit there. And then you're doing something that I don't see a lot of bakers do. You're branching out in three different directions. You got your regulars,
right.
with sugars and everything. You got you're working on gluten free, and then you also have diabetic friendly. So that in itself, says a lot, and will because I know a lot of people who are diabetics, and they get a little upset sometimes because there aren't any things on the menus
Good
that's
morning, Cindy.
diabetic friendly. So yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have that, and then see on top of that, I can personalize it for the film festival, and
Ooh.
have like have it on top for the film festival, and then see they can see um the flavor on the bottom, and then I can kind of think of something cute to say when it comes to the different flavors to kind of put in the perspective of like the film industry per se. But I can do that, and I'm gonna make sure I have the diabetics too, because they like we said they want a treat too. So
Yes,
Exactly.
ma'am.
you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying, and do that and personalize that, and I'm ready.
So I mean, I'm gonna say this: being a baker, does it? I mean, do you still do hair because you did go to cosmetology school? So if you do, which one pans out more? The bacon?
Bakery for me. See, when I went to cosmetology school, I just knew what I was gonna do. Girl got all my hours. Never went into my life. So really, I'm my mama's backup stylist. I'm my aunt's backup stylist. You know what I'm saying? And then I have a daughter. So, but I wouldn't trade bakery over nothing. That's my heart. That's where I want to be.
What that make you
Okay.
feel like when you baking? Because I know, my gifts. I'm doing it. What's the feeling of it? Especially once it's finished.
Girl, I get in the kitchen, turn on my music. I'm in my zone. When I tell you it's even therapeutical for me. Um, Everybody uses a mixer. I use a hand mixer.
No.
I'm just
Oh wow.
I get in there and I hand mix and I just be dancing and scooping and putting it in the little pans and in my little cake cups and stuff like that. I mean, seriously, I can go in there and bake like right now. Like if I had like a stressful day, I could get in that kitchen, bake, and I'm good. Turn on my music. My daughter already know. She'll come around the corner, look at their mama, and go about her way because she already know her mama in the zone.
Mm-mm. Yeah. Cindy. Yes, we do know it's an echo. No, it's not from the whole side.
Right.
I'm just letting you know. No, it's not.
We
Yeah, it's not from my side, host. I'm the host, and no, it's
so
not. But
Sean, I know that you said that you've hosted weddings and events like that. What are some of the other events? Because I saw some things on Facebook, some different events that you. Why don't you tell people about some of the other events that you've hosted?
Okay. I also do pop-up shops. If anybody has a pop-up shop
wow,
and that I can go and be a vendor, that's where I am. I just got finished doing a vendor spot in Stockbridge about a week or so ago.
wow.
And, me and my daughter, like I said, she works with me, and we was out there selling cakes, and I had a couple of people literally buy a cake, come back and get two more. They was like, I told them I like moist. I like, you know what I'm saying. I like that kind of cake that where like old school. We have to go get us a glass of milk. You know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
did that event. Prior to that, I did another event in Fayetteville. So I do different pop up shops. Um,
Okay.
and like when I see them, I go ahead and pay to be a vendor and go
Mm-hmm.
from. So I think like in the month of July I have a pop-up shop that I'm gonna be doing at a church, and then hopefully some of the ones for the fall, like then you start getting a lot of the pop-up shops for the fall. So I'm just waiting to see what people got going on, and so I can go do that. But I do pop-up shops also.
Love it.
Okay. Do you get people to request you to do catering for like maybe like a luncheon or baby showers and things of that nature?
I've done baby showers. um Now, as far as in the catering side, I would love to get into that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
they have lunches, they need dessert. I don't have no problem with collaborating. Haven't done that in maybe about a couple of years. I've done it maybe about a couple of years ago, but I haven't
Mm-hmm.
done anything like that recently. But I would love to collaborate with somebody on that.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
We gonna collaborate with you. We gonna collaborate. That's a sure thing. I feel like you know what? What's in the bag? With that cupcakes. You had the cupcakes in the bag. I love it. Good morning.
Yeah,
Yes, and
that's
I
right.
feel like this. One hand wash the other. I feel that that's a great way of putting. What's in the bag? Your cupcake. Yup, that's it.
That's right.
I love it.
That's right.
So
Cup look.
when you started this, because see, I'm not a baker,
Okay.
and when I bake, my stuff don't come out right. Sometimes it breaks, sometimes it's moist. I can cook, I can't bake. So did you have a lot of trials and errors before you got into that moist? Because you said you like yours moist. Did
Yeah,
you?
I did. That's why a lot of my recipes I got from my mom. I said, Mama, what do you have a recipe for this? Do you have a recipe for that? So yeah, trial and error. I've had to at the beginning redo some things, but it didn't bother me because at the end of the day, I want my customer to be satisfied.
Right.
So, and like I told you, I taste my own product because if I taste it and I don't like it, you're not getting
Okay. I ain't mad at you.
I love that.
it. You're
I
not
didn't-
at all. I will
Okay.
recook something all over. I don't rebake it for real. So, but yeah, I've had at the beginning a lot of trial and error, but then after a while, I got my flow going. And once I
Right.
Hmm.
get my flow going, I know. Yeah, sometimes, some nights, I may have burnt the cake here and there and had to read whatever.
Love it. That's
But
what I wanted to know. And I don't feel bad.
yeah,
Shelly, we
Trial
gonna
and
do an
error.
answer your question, but I was waiting to hear that part because let me tell you something. I think it's an art. We're gonna answer your question, Shelly, in a minute. But I think it's an art to be able to bake.
yeah,
I mean, cooking comes natural because my family cooks. We cooks. We got some bakers, but it's not many. We got some people that makes pies. We get the sweet potato pies, but you don't find too many of us that bake. So I don't feel bad if I knew that the baker burned food too, because
yes,
my
ma'am.
cakes.
Yes, ma'am. I burned a couple of every day. I sure have. And like you said, it is an art because honestly to bake sometimes can be tedious, but so you really have to have that passion for it. Um,
Right,
you really like a cosmetologist have to have that passion for the hair and the way it's
Hmm.
going to be now. You really truly have to have a passion for the cake, and you have to have patience. A lot
right,
of people understand that baking you have to have some type of patience, because if you don't, you have them nights sometimes you're trying to speed up stuff and it burned and bam, you got to redo it.
I
But
redo all of that.
burnt cakes. I've had my fall in the middle cake. And you be like, you
That's
know, it drop like that in the middle. It's all baked on the outside. So yeah. I've had those.
I
Miss May.
remember making cakes from the box, and I tell everybody, stop stomping. Don't stomp.
Yeah.
Go in your room. Don't move. Stand still. Don't stomp. Because we work hard. So you
Yes,
like scared because that middle gonna fall. And
right.
that's happened to me many a times now. I,
Girl,
I, I gr-
and when I say be upset, you be like, "Oh, I had a pound cake to do me like that." I was like, I looked at the kid, girl talking to her like it's part. Did you really just do this to me? I'm trying to get this cake out the door.
I know that feeling. I know that feeling, baby. Cake is not that's just not, I ain't gonna say I can't learn, but I believe it's okay. They could come into your life. It's fine.
Everybody got their special skill set.
Yes, everybody got their special skill set. Hello. Hey, Abby.
Morning,
How are
morning.
you? Look, go through. Look, that's in your bag, baby. That is in your bag. We don't mind. We don't mind. I promise you. All right. So Shelley wanted to know: have you ever thought of partnership with an event center, like a big hotel, government, school district, entitled?
That's a good one.
Well, to be honest with you, Shirley, I've thought about it. My problem is I need to know how to get in touch with somebody who I need to talk to. Come on. Peace.
Hey, Abby. Hey, I love it.
Ah,
He said, listen, he said he gotta go to work. Hey, baby. Do y'all
I
ever
told
eat a
y'all,
lot of
never
your
dull moment when we alive.
never go? So do he eat a lot of your cakes and stuff? Because I know he probably a tester too, isn't he?
Huh?
Do he eat a lot of the cakes or do the test? Yeah.
Uh, Look, hello. 'Cause, the other day when I did the event, um, and he was like, "Ooh, I want to do this." Uh-huh. Give me your money. That's what you gonna pay for like everybody else pay. But he likes my yellow vanilla,
Mhm.
and he's the reason that I'm going to do a lemon meringue pie because he loves
Okay.
lemon meringue
Me
pie.
too.
So I'm gonna give a stab at it and see what I can do with that.
Yes, you gonna do that because I want some of that. I love lemon meringue pie.
Oh,
Oh
okay, good.
yeah,
We can.
baby. I love me some lemon meringue, baby.
All right, cool. But I would love to get into hotels and stuff like that. But you have to know the people to talk to, who to talk to, and if they're going to get back in touch with you. So,
Yeah. And I seen a lot of restaurants where you see people having cakes and stuff on the side. Other people
mhm.
don't make them, but they sell them in their stores. And I think that'd be something good for you too. We just went to the, which is another. We're gonna have another segment on it, but the seafood place, and on their counter
Oh,
they
the
had a
spot is on
blue.
Old National, the crab
Yeah,
pot.
they had a blue cake, a pink cake, a yellow cake, but they were all different ones.
Okay.
And he just selling them. I don't know if he buys them from them or whatever. That would be a wonderful thing to be able to have
Yeah,
those jars
Yes.
the cake
sitting out
jars.
there, and people could be able to buy them. That would be so perfect. So
And I
what,
was
Shelly,
out,
what
yeah.
you? Yeah, sorry, Vaughn.
I was getting ready to say, go, take this step and get you some samples and just
Yeah.
go around to some of the businesses and
Right.
say, hey, I want you to try this,
Hmm.
and then if they like it, say, if you like it, let me put a few in your store, in your
Hmm.
shop, and see what comes of that. And then what Shelly is talking about, I agree. One of your side gigs is you work with kids. You drive the bus with kids. One way to get out there is the parents say, "Hey, I bake cakes and cupcakes," and then reach out to the hotels. Just call in and just say, "I need to speak to somebody, like the general manager or the manager of the hotel," and just tell them who you are and what you do.
Okay. Because I'm glad you brought that up. My high school kids,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta love them. I had baked some brownies, so I said I'm gonna take them and see what my kids do. So can I tell you? They told my Miss Davis, are we gonna get brownies every day? No, y'all get no brownies every day. So out of that, I got three parents. They have gotten my card and they have already been in touch with me.
That's
So
what I'm talking about.
yeah,
That's yeah. That's a gold mine right there. That's a gold mine.
And yeah, what Shelley said about Safe Serve. Do you have that license yet?
yes, I do.
Okay, so she's good on
All
that
right
then,
then.
Kelly. That's what I'm talking about. I love safe. I had to do safe serve when I started working, and she was saying also. She said being she wait. Let me get it right. Being a vendor is a start, but all you have to do is look up the hotel and connect with the event manager. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Okay.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, and then let me say, Cindy says, um, get in touch with your local Chamber
Yes.
commercials,
Chamber of
Chamber of
Commerce.
Commercials. They have a lot of information for contacts too. All right, so you getting a little advice out here, everybody. You
And I
know,
appreciate it, ladies. Thank you. I really
yes,
do. I
yes,
really
Yeah.
that's the thing about me. I don't mind anybody telling me things. I don't because that's how I grew. And then that
right,
helps me. And I
yes,
appreciate that somebody wants to help me. Because
yes,
what we don't understand is even as black women, if we can kind of help each other a little more, we can be some
That's
power.
right. You better say
they,
it.
they can
You
help
better
you
say it.
by ordering some of these cakes and stuff too.
That's
Hello.
right.
All right, you ain't got to buy a whole lot, but buy enough to, when we go to these events, so
Mm-hmm.
we can just, share the wealth. Because to be honest with you, so are they costly? Because I know you have to buy the jars. I know you have to, buy the cake and all of that stuff like that.
So
So
right now, my cake jars are $12 a jar because
okay,
everything has gone up so high. Butter is high, sugar is high, flour is high, eggs are high. You
okay,
know, so they are $12. And then my little mini cakes, I do little mini cakes, and those are going for $6. And then far as in cakes, when I'm doing cakes, my cakes start at 35 and go up.
okay,
Okay.
good. That's
I
not
think
bad.
that's. I think that's
That's,
very. Yeah. I
that,
think
that's
that's
good
very
for the pocket.
reasonable.
It's definitely good for the pocket. So
Mm-hmm.
Kelly, she says, let me see, I'm trying to get on. You can also do real fun cakes and community events like a sip and paint. Mm,
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Sip
That's a
and
good
paint.
one, Shelley.
That's a
I
good one,
like that.
Shelly. That's a good one. And
Kelly,
of course, she said, oh, she on the roll. She like to help. I'm telling you, this lady right here, she likes to get it out there.
that's
She
good. I
also
appreciate that.
Yup. She said yes. City councils and chamberlains
And chill.
are co- are
A
compa-
conference.
com- conference.
Conference. Hmm.
Okay.
The
And
girl can't
I'll tell
read.
you another one. You
Mhm.
know the jump places. Like the jump places where you jump and with the kids
Yeah,
go from places like that.
all that
Some of those places are privately owned. They're not corporate owned. They're owned like mom and pop
Right.
businesses. And a lot of them are sometimes looking for people who can bring in cakes and cupcakes. Because you think about the number of birthday parties that they have and that they
right,
host.
right.
Take your samples and go and say, hey. And then when they put together their package, sometimes they can say, well, if you don't have a cake or don't have someone to make a cake, here's someone who can customize a cake.
You
You'll
said
like it.
right.
And put your business cards and stuff, yeah, out there. It's so many different
So
ways
many ways, especially that one in the
to
cup.
take
I
it
mean,
out.
in the jars. I'm right there. Okay, Cindy, she want to
With
know how
that
do
cake
you get
jar.
it from you? You could go to Instagram, cupcakes. I'm sorry, I need to
You
put my glasses. I'm
cupcake.
tired of not being able to see. Cupcakes Room Bakery LLC. I'm sorry, I can't see y'all. I'm trying to wear contacts, and the contacts ain't doing nothing for me when I'm trying to look up. So I have to put my glasses on. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to be cute, but this cute stuff ain't working with me. I got to put on my glasses. It's like I'm looking at stuff and it's looking like I can't even read it. And also, if you wanted, you could go to Facebook. She got Cupcakes Room Bakery. You could
Yes.
get her. You could DM her from there. And also, Shelly, give them your name. Spell your name for them so they'll know where to go, even on Facebook or however else you want them to get in contact with you.
Spell my name Shawna Davis.
That's on
D.
Facebook.
Yes. And when you PM me from the show, just let me know that you heard about me from the show, so I'll know that you're not because I've gotten some DMs and it be people. I'm like, I give them the information and all of a sudden they don't have a Facebook no more. So let me know that you heard from the show.
From What's in the Bag, WITB.
ITB. That's the code,
WITB.
baby.
That's the code name, WITB. She might give you a little 10% and stuff every now and then. You know how that works.
Yeah,
So,
How that work, baby.
that's right.
Just say our
And let me tell you
name.
guys, for the ones in the ATL, she is local. She is Miss Shawna Davis is local. So you guys, hey, different events. We know that it's the summertime. We know that it's the summertime. People out there doing different things and so on and so forth. So call up the cupcake rooms, bakery, and she like to say sometimes the cupcake lady. Reach out to the
oh,
cupcake lady and get your order in.
Say it again.
Huh?
I'm called the Cupcake Chick.
I'm sorry,
Chick.
cupcake chick. That's
Yes.
right,
Okay, chick.
cupcake chick.
Get it right. Not the lady. She the chick.
Cupcake chick.
I love this. I love this.
Yeah.
I'm so blessed
Yes.
and highly favored because I just know that this right here is I've another way of getting us out there as far as where you're going. We're gonna latch on. We're gonna continue to be a part of what you're
Yes,
doing.
ma'am.
We're family now,
I,
like everyone
We're gonna do
else.
some collaborations.
when I
Yeah.
tell you I appreciate you also, I truly am grateful and I appreciate it because like I was telling Yvonne, I was nervous. But to be able to, and she was talking to me, she said, "You gonna be okay." Cause hey, she knows me, so
Uh-huh.
to tell you, I appreciate you ladies. Y'all don't
Man,
understand. This is such a blessing for me.
mm,
Such a
thank you
blessing.
so much, and I appreciate you for wanting to empty your bag on
Yeah.
our show. Um,
Yeah.
we're gonna be doing some more, we're looking for some commercials. Maybe we can start doing commercials and things like that, so we can start getting you really out and promoting you. But until then, we're gonna continue to I know to go to her DM on Instagram and go to put it up one more time. Go to Instagram and go to Cupcakes Room Bake LLC. DM her with WITB as the code. Look for your cup. Ask to see you get your little cup. I want to try the ones in the cup. I just want to
I
screw it
do
off.
too.
Yeah, I want to screw it off and eat it and then put it back on and put it in the freezer. Mike can't even get in the freezer. Probably eat it all
Look, and
before I
it
eat
helps you keep from overindulging.
yeah, yeah, maybe get like maybe 4 or 5 of them and put them in the freezer, the ones that you don't eat, and then you can eat on that one, and then next day you can get another one, and they always stay fresh. I like
Yes,
that.
Always
That
stay
to me
fresh.
is no, I don't see anyone doing that. So for me, that is the most special part of your bakery experience that I can. I ain't gotta sit my cake out on the counter all day let it
Right.
sit there, and then when you get back, the middle part is hard because of the air that it. So you done took it and put it in the freezer, and then you can bring it when you want to eat it that night, sit it out, and then it's
sure.
just for self. You ain't gotta. It ain't for everybody. It's just for you. I love that. I don't know
Yeah,
about the Hennessy part because I'm not a drinker, but I would put that out there for if I have once I have a event because there's some people who do like girl, you
Hmm.
are awesome. You're awesome. I appreciate you.
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
really loving this, and I thank my BFF for doing this. She said she got yes, that's my BFF. I love her. She love you, Shauna. She said it, so I know if she got you up here, she a great thing
I've
for
known
you.
Shauna since she was a little girl.
Yeah, she always told me
Yeah,
about this cake.
that's why I told you. You know me.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
Right.
Yes, Georgia Grant. Oh, she's to check it out. You getting a lot of people up here. I mean, Shelly's telling you a lot of good information. You may want to go back and just check it out.
yeah.
See what maybe
I
the
sure am.
things she's telling you to do. And on the back end, you know you got our support.
Thank
You
you,
know
Hmm.
sir.
that. Yeah,
Like I said, thank you to your viewers. I appreciate all the info.
yes.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to hit the ground running,
I
baby.
love it. I love it. I love
Yes,
it.
ma'am.
We
Yes,
love
ma'am.
you, girl. Sit in the back for a minute. We're gonna go ahead on and get on out of here. Just stay in the back. Don't go nowhere. All
Okay.
right. And turn your phone, turn your volume thing down so we can, because we've been echoing the whole time. My cousin said it's me. It ain't me.
I'm getting ready to put hers on mute.
All right. All right, Sally. I see you, Shauna. We'll see you in a minute, okay? All right.
Okay, there we go.
All
Whew.
right. Hello.
Look,
Thank y'all. Thank to everyone
yes.
who participated. Thanks to everyone who's been on. Thank you, Shelly. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Chanel, for commenting, for being a part, and whoever is watching. Thank y'all for being here. Um, I still say what God has for us is going to be for us, no matter what people try to do, say, act, even trying to curse our Facebook page, doing stuff that is unhumane, like trying to make it so nobody can see what we got going on. But you ain't gonna stop that. You ain't gonna stop it. I'm just
That's
gonna let
right.
you know that right now. So you keep on playing your little games. God gonna deal with you. God gonna
Mhm.
deal with you. Ha!
It's
Anyway,
all good.
yes, ma'am. So BFF, we go ahead on and let's go ahead on and take us out. We got a few more minutes. Well, we ain't
Yeah.
got that much. Go ahead.
Hey guys, look, reach out to Shauna. You know, when I tell you that that her products are really, really good, they truly are. And we all know someone who is diabetic. We all know someone who's diabetic. Turn them on to Cupcake Room Bakery LLC, and they will be able to get them some diabetic friendly products from her. She helped my dad out a lot. And listen, guys, it is such a beautiful day. Oh my God, it is such a beautiful day. In spite of everything that is going on around you, stand firm on God's promises. And with that being said, as always, stay blessed, be a blessing, and have a blessed day. I love you guys so much, and thank you guys for joining us. And we look forward to seeing you guys this upcoming Saturday at 9 a.m.
Yes, man. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Just like she said, that cupcakes is always a good thing to have. But you know what? When you support people like our sister, just give her some love. Just buy two, maybe three. Just and try them out. Order them. I'm waiting for the lemon meringue. I can't wait till I get some lemon meringue because I love lemon meringue. That's something that I was brought up on as a kid. So we looking forward to, and don't forget WITB. Look at my eyes. I look like I'm big. Let me see.
Girl,
Okay, anyway.
you like all the way up on the screen.
Anyway, I love y'all. Thank y'all. And y'all know how to get in contact with us. If you don't know, DM me. Go to our What's in the Bag page. We're always on YouTube. Now let me say this before we get off. Now we having issue with my Facebook profile page where most of my viewers are on. We're asking y'all to start going on YouTube. Tell everybody about YouTube. What's in the Bag 21. Do not separate it. What's in the bag, two, and then put the two in the one and start going on there because they can't mess everything up. They try to do little things, but that ain't gonna work. God bless you. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful week. We will see you next Saturday. Bye, y'all.